Hey everybody, welcome to Shark Jumping. I'm Corey.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Shelby.
And I'm Andrew.
Alright, today we are starting a brand new series. It's called Knockout. We were going to do the same topic with a different format, more of a discussion type format, but Andrew actually brought up something before we started today that we kind of wanted to test out and try and see how it worked out. It sounded really interesting to us. So do you want to explain what that is?
Yeah, sure. So, knockout is we take 4 different characters, or 5, depending on how many people are on the panel, and we place them head to head against each other in different categories. We have 5 categories today, and they will be ranked first through 4th or 5th. And first place gets 4 points, second place gets 3 points, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do is this format is very applicable to any other topic. So today's topic is what?
Today we are doing the best action hero of the millennium. That is the best action hero from 2000 to 2017. But for action hero, we are outlawing superheroes. It has to be more of like an action hero type, like a 70s, 80s action hero type.
And like in the millennium
person.
But
an actual person, not like Batman, not Superman. But it has to be. They had to appear in movies from 2000 to 2017.
Right.
So I'm going to throw it to Andrew again, and he's going to discuss who he's bringing up for the best action hero in the millennium.
Right. So before I bring up my action hero,
please do bring up those things before you say.
I'll explain the criteria.
Please do.
Yeah. So up first we have toughness. How well they can take a beating.
Mm-hmm.
How well they can just trudge on through whatever situation. How much of a man they really are, or woman they really are. Weapon skills, guns, range combat, bow and arrow, whatever we choose.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Hand-to-hand combat is pretty simple.
Yeah.
How well they just beat people up, how well they fight. Charisma is how smooth they are with the ladies, with the delivering line, with a finisher, anything. Just like how well they pulled the thing off that they're trying to pull off,
Mm-hmm.
And the villain. That's something Corey said before this video. A good hero always has a really good villain behind him.
This whole first few minutes is just a love fest between the two of us. It's Andrew's idea. He came up with it. Oh, Corey decided to come up with this category.
Right. So so the villain's the last category. My action hero is the very, very infamous James Bond.
He's quite infamous, especially with the ladies.
With the ladies especially.
But which James Bond?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig, James Bond. As he has appeared most in the millennium.
Right, right. Shelby?
Of course. Well, my person was definitely exclusive to this millennium, and he is the famous or infamous Jason Bourne.
Very good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Solid choice.
Very action hero type. My person is not only applicable to this millennium, he's applicable to this decade. I'm picking the just beastly John Wick.
And mine is also from this millennium. I'm going to be going with Jack Reacher, played by Tom Cruise.
The 4 J's.
The 4 J's.
The 4 J's.
The basic J white guy names.
And we did not know who each other's heroes were before, but we kept that a secret. We decided to reveal that to each other on the video. That was not planned out that way.
Yeah, it just turned into a bunch of white guys with
J names.
Basic J names.
Real basic J names.
Yeah.
It just turns out that a lot of action heroes are white guys.
Yeah.
It just turns out that
J names.
So up first we have toughness. So I think there's a pretty unanimous vote here.
Yeah.
I think we can go ahead and call this one.
Anyone has seen the amazing John Wick movies, even just the first one, you just see how he takes bullets and takes just getting stabbed and just marches and trudges through everything he gets thrown.
Gets thrown off a balcony, breaks ribs, gets
3
shot.
ribs.
In this new one, he gets attacked by everybody. I think we can all agree with that, huh?
Yeah. I think he is definitely number 1.
So instead of wasting time just gloating over John Wick, I think we can go on the second place, huh?
John Wick gets 4 points.
Woo!
I'd say it's Jason Bourne for second place.
I thought you were gonna last second Hail Mary Jason Bourne.
For second place is Jason Bourne.
Yeah, because he gets beaten up through all of the movies and shot at and gets caught in explosions and nearly drowns near the end of Ultimatum.
I will say that Jason Bourne really, at the end of every movie, he's always beat up.
Yeah.
And he's always fighting. I will say that. So I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you going to say?
That's really it.
Yeah. So yeah, at the end of every movie, he's always bloody.
Personally, for this one, I'm leaning toward Daniel Craig's James Bond.
Yeah.
Like in Casino Royale, he gets poisoned.
Mhm.
He gets his
Ooh.
man parts
Yeah.
crushed with a rope.
He does.
That's a very intense scene, very
For me.
cringeworthy scene.
It
Yeah.
kind of too close to home.
A little bit.
A little too close to
Yeah.
home.
See, but if y'all remember in the Jack Reacher movie, he's just like covered in scars. Like at one point, like I probably admit he's definitely probably not second. I'm probably leaning more towards Daniel Craig's James Bond.
I think I am too. I forgot about the whole poisoning.
Mainly,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, mainly for me, just like the torture scene, I think is what puts him at second.
I mean, that's
Because-
just Casino Royale.
yeah,
too.
that's just Casino Royale, and like he doesn't say a word. Like
Right.
he's just like, no, like you're not getting anything out of me.
Yeah.
But, so other than Shelby, I think we all kind of agree that James
I mean-
Daniel Craig James Bond's like, I mean,
You guys convinced me.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
Daniel Craig.
Oh, so it's unanimous now?
Yeah.
Unanimous James Bond second place.
I was about to take a vote, but yeah.
He
Okay.
gets 3 points.
I think Jason Bourne should be third though.
I think Jack Reacher should be third.
I'm
No.
on Shelby side.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know I'm the minority.
he has scars and everything. Doesn't really happen in the movie. I mean,
yeah,
like
that's the one.
he's a
like,
tough guy beforehand.
Yeah.
You
In
just
the
don't
movies-
see it happen.
Yeah, in the
Right.
movies you don't really see him.
He mostly
Yeah,
seems
the
like
crap
he sings.
Oh yeah, of course he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
All these guys are tough guys. They're
Yeah.
action heroes.
Yeah.
But like on screen, I think Jason
Yeah.
Bourne takes it a lot
Mhm.
more. I
Right.
think he.
Especially because, like, in the first movie, whenever they find his body, they find him like with bullet holes in him,
Mhm.
and they have to
Right.
like the person that finds him has to like dig him out of him.
Yeah.
So that's Jason Bourne for third.
Yeah, I think
Right.
you're
And then
right.
we agree Jack
Richards.
Jack Reacher fourth.
Tell you, Jack Reacher's in
Yep.
last place with 1 point.
That's one whole category, guys.
Yeah, that went by quick.
Yeah.
So up next we
Weapon
have
skills.
weapon skills.
Ooh.
Right. This is any gun, any knife,
Yeah.
any bow and arrow. What's up?
I think I win.
You think you win?
I think John Wick wins
Yeah,
again.
I'd say John Wick. He's just amazing with a pistol. He's amazing with that
Pencil.
assault rifle. He's amazing with a pencil. He's amazing with that shotgun. He's amazing with a sniper rifle.
Right.
Like, and that's just the.
I would
first
say that,
movie.
but James Bond is a very good marksman, and he is expert
And his
hand.
gadgets too.
Right.
Yeah.
And he is expert with a knife.
Yeah.
He could cut some people up. And I would say John Wick beats him by a hair.
I disagree. I think it's pretty big.
Okay. Well, I would say that John Wick beats him by an undisclosed amount, but John Wick, for me, takes the cake. For this.
Yeah, I think it's unanimous.
Have you ever seen James Bond kill two guys with a pencil?
I have not. I personally have not seen that.
Okay, well,
Right.
I think I win.
Well, that's that. He gets 4.
Yeah.
He gets 4 points. He's
I
in
hope,
first place.
I hope this is not just like a blowout.
No,
It might
that
be.
would be sad.
It really might be.
I really hope it's not.
Actually,
I don't think
there's
I know
There's
one that he'll
one
lose.
category.
I know one that he'll lose.
Yeah.
So James Bond, I think, is second. With
The only one
marksmanship.
Yeah.
The only one that I'm going to argue is Jason Bourne is pretty accurate with a lot of his weapons. Like, he rarely misses shots and everything.
So
And,
he
and,
uses like
and he handles both pistols and shotguns, like in Bourne Identity when with that one great scene when they're out in the field. He's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
shotgun.
right. I was like, I can only imagine with a pistol.
Yeah.
It
But
took
yeah,
a while to
I
get
do-
there, but
and
we
I
got
do-
it.
He also uses sniper rifles occasionally, and
When does he use a sniper rifle? I don't
Uh,
remember.
uh,
I know
I
people
believe-
snipe at him a lot.
yeah, a lot of that. But there were instances that I remember him using a sniper rifle, but I can't remember.
He
the
might be
movie
just be
exactly.
looking through it like a telescope.
A lot of the time, probably like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I have a question. With weapon skills here, do you think that also applies to weapon knowledge? Because in Jack Reacher,
Yeah.
with Jai Courtney, he's like a sniper, and he basically figures out what went on with that and everything. And he
Jack
just says-
Reacher, he did reverse engineer the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, if you remember, he just, I remember the person that saw him at the police station, he's like, what's the weapon serial number? And he's just like, what are you talking about? And then as he walks away, he's like, oh yeah, and just rattles off the number. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, it's the serial number for the gun.
Not to mention he's good with a gun at the
Yeah,
end,
and
too.
he's just, like, I love that part with, like, this is the final fight scene.
We might have to add another category just for like
Weapon
figuring stuff
knowledge.
out. Not weapon knowledge, just figuring
just
stuff
figuring
out.
stuff out.
Just
Yeah,
like a super sleuth
Yeah,
category.
it's like,
What do you want to make like a final case for James Bond before maybe we vote? Or...
Well, I would say James Bond is versatile. He's good at all weapons, master of none. That's what I would say. Reference to our TV recommendation video. But
We'll just make Master of None references in every single video from now on.
right,
Yeah.
It's the talk of the TV town.
Yeah.
Talk of TV Town.
But I don't think he's the best at any weapon, but I think he does have a
He's got a
knowledge.
wide range.
He's got a wide range, which does make him one of the better marksmen, in my opinion. So let's just take a vote for it.
I'm leaning Jack Reacher.
I'm also leaning Jack Reacher. Just especially if we're encompassing the whole like gun knowledge,
Right.
then yeah, or the weapon knowledge, I guess.
I'm leaning James Bond.
James Bond.
I mean,
See, now we're at a tie.
Now we're at a tie.
I thought he was gonna vote Jason Bourne, and you were gonna vote James Bond, and we were like, we win. But that's a problem.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The main thing though was weapons knowledge, and a lot of that.
Robert was just
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I was kidding, but yeah, I'll take it.
Hey, Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher wins.
This feels kind of cheap.
I was kidding, but I'll take it.
James Bond gets third place.
Yeah, I think we definitely.
Jason Bourne
Yeah.
gets first place.
Well, Jason,
I feel kind of cheap.
about James Bond or Jason Bourne getting fourth?
Well, both really. Honestly.
Well, Jason Bourne would get fourth because you just voted James Bond second, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And I think I would
feel
vote
like
James,
James Bond was
third.
better.
Yeah, I would
Jack Reacher because the weapon. Because weapon knowledge is important, but it's not weapon skills per se.
I think that would go into
Yeah.
skills.
But again, like
Because you know, you
The
can look
skill-
at any Joe Blow can look at a serial, remember a serial number.
The thing is, if we add
Alright,
another
like-
category, the thing is, if we add another category,
I don't think we should add another category
we-
in mid-video.
being that we're not going to add another category, then I think Jack Reacher
Yeah,
does win. And then that leaves James Bond third place, and then Jason Bourne first
I'll
place.
argue until my deathbed, but
You cannot be happy about it, but it's in the court of law now. We have now established
So
that.
is the official tiebreaker just rock paper scissors now?
That is the official tiebreaker of the Shark Jump Inc. channel.
That's
Now on.
Oh, so not even just knockout, just in general.
In general, forever. Hand-to-hand combat.
It's canon.
It's canon.
Next time we just fight.
Hand-to-hand combat.
All right, what's the next category?
Hand-to-hand combat.
And that comeback.
Perfect. So,
I think this one should go to Jason Bourne. No one.
I
can
actually
beat
lean
him.
with him.
I
on
do
this
agree
one.
with that.
No one can beat him in the
Because it's not John Wick this time.
Yeah, it's
John
not
Wick is like
John
gun
Wick's a gun
master.
guy. Like even whenever he fights
He
with his
fights.
hands, he shoots them. Is
Right.
what he's doing.
Yeah. He just wants the quickest way to end it.
No, I don't. I think that's underrated. I think he does work with his hands to get into the point
Yeah.
to shoot them. But I don't think he's the
Yeah,
best here. I think it's Jason Bourne.
Yeah, no one can beat him in a fight. Honestly,
right.
He does use a lot of like outside stuff. Like he'll grab like books and just.
That's what I was going to
People
argue
with-
for the weapon skills. Was he's very good with using household objects.
creative.
We're past that. We're past that.
So
We're past
But
that.
we're past
He's
that.
fourth.
That is hand-to-hand combat. He wins first place. I hope
Right.
you're settled with that. 'Cause
All
that's
right.
what it is.
There you go. You got a first place.
Thank goodness.
Second place. Who do we think?
I'll think of Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher.
Just because he is like, I really like his like hand to hand. I think it's really cool. Like a lot of stuff he does.
Can
I
you name me like a specific scene?
Yeah, I need a
In the
specific-
second movie, the final fight with the main bad guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a pretty good scene.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
good
just I really like the scene, especially because what he says to him beforehand.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the combat.
I know. I'm just saying.
fight. There's a scene in Casino Royale. I'm gonna
Right.
just keep bringing up that movie.
It's one of the. I
It's
don't
my
know if it's the
favorite
best one,
one
but
so
it's
far.
it's one of the best ones for
Oh.
sure.
We're talking about the same scene.
No,
No, I'm talking about
the
the
movie
movie.
Casino Royale.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why we
Oh,
bring
yeah,
it
yeah.
up so much.
Definitely.
Oh, it might not be Casino Royale. It might be in Skyfall. But there's like a scene that's pretty much like silhouette. They're not like you don't really see them.
Right. I know what you're talking
No,
about.
like
that's
Skyfall.
I
That
think
is
that's
Skyfall. But in Casino Royale, no. That is in the Casino Royale, but there was no hand to hand. All right, so that's Skyfall.
Yeah.
Skyfall. There's like the silhouette fight scene. It's more like I think it's like in a hotel room or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's pretty awesome. And he chases that guy on foot
He does chase a guy
at the
on foot.
beginning of Casino Royale. I got that
He
one.
also
Yeah.
chases a
Yeah,
guy on
that's
foot
cool.
in Spectre, the latest one.
Hmm.
He's chasing guy,
Yeah.
and he's in a car,
Yeah.
and he beats him.
Mm.
He's fast. That's not a category. He's fast though.
Yeah.
I would argue that James Bond is second place here.
I would
But
too.
we
Yeah,
can bring it
I
it to a
think so.
vote. So 3-1.
That looks
Yeah, I'll say
yeah.
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1. So James Bond takes the 3 there.
Yeah.
I'm-
Jack Reacher gets
Hmm.
2 points there.
Well, I would say.
Or would you see John Wick's?
I would
better
argue
than
John
Jack Reacher?
Wick.
Yeah.
See, but my thing is that John Wick, he's using the weapon for the kill, and like
And
Jack,
Jack
Reacher
Reacher
is
uses
using his
his
hands.
Okay, I'll give it to
That
you.
makes
I'll give
sense.
it
Yeah,
to
I'll say
you.
like
Yeah.
he breaks that dude's neck
I'll give it to you.
at the end of the second.
Plus, we
movie.
need to limit John Wick. He has 2 ones he's already
Not if
mastered.
he's the best. We don't need to limit him.
Now this one, I think we all know who
I-
wins this.
yeah.
Yes.
It's
Charisma.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be Mr.
It's
Bond.
James Bond.
James Bond, we don't have to
James
discuss
Bond.
it. Just give him the 4 points. Everybody knows the charisma of James Bond.
I mean,
The
it's
ladies
just
know the
impeccable.
charisma. James
Even
Bond.
even Daniel Craig James Bond is amazing.
Even just Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig, man, he's a good looking dude. Second place.
I would
go
I think I went.
Yeah, I was saying I'm not seeing James Bourne. Jason Bourne. That's what I meant.
You're getting your J names
yeah,
confused.
I get so many.
He's not
J's.
exactly a charismatic.
He's someone that acts. Like he doesn't like
Yeah.
discuss. He
He
just
does.
acts.
I'm gonna
Right,
say.
yeah.
I'm gonna say Jack
Yeah,
Reacher. as
I
well.
really-
Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher, he can be pretty charismatic.
There's like the whole part at the end of the first one where he's like just talking to him, and then like as we talked about the whole like sleuthing thing, like he just puts together, and then spoiler alert if you haven't seen the first Jack Reacher, he decides just to kill the guy because he's like he's like he's like this dude's gonna escape and this all gonna be for nothing.
Well, not to mention like charisma-wise, his banter with Rosamund Pike, who plays his love interest, and like that serial number scene where
Yeah,
you bring up his real like witty and
Yeah.
everything. So yeah, I would go.
It's just
Because
that
Jason
Tom
Bourne
Cruise
and
likability.
Jason Bourne and John Wick are not really
yeah.
charisma
They're
machines.
kind of sociopath. Like a little towards
But-
that, leaning towards sociopath.
But I think John Wick's better than Jason Bourne.
I would agree.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Because John Wick did have a wife,
Exactly.
and like he lived a couple solid like months with a wife.
Yes,
Jason
it
Bourne
was
and a
not
girlfriend.
wrong.
Not to mention his banter with the Russian guy who kills his dog.
Yeah.
Right.
And then at the beginning of the second one where he just like shows up and
Yeah.
he's just like, yeah, I'm like taking my car back and he talks to the dude. He's like, we're good now or whatever he says.
And
like,
John
we're
Wick-
even, or
And John
something.
Wick has a lot of friends.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's out of fear or out of friendship.
I don't know, I
But
think
he has a lot of friends.
Little boom.
Yeah.
Little of both, probably.
Either way, I think he's better than like just flat out
Yeah.
sociopathic killer Jason Bourne.
Yeah,
do
he's
too.
pretty stoic.
So Jason Bourne,
yeah, it's fourth.
fourth place, 1 point for Jason Bourne. Now is
Villain.
the villain, which is very debatable.
All right, I'm just gonna say this. Jack Reacher's bottom tier. He's not have great villains.
I don't know because the second one's villain is pretty bland, but the first one
They're pretty terrible.
The
Actually,
first one by Werner Herzog's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
He's kind of
I do like
he's kinda
that's
creepy.
The, I
The old
can't-
guy.
The
The
what
old
do they call him?
I don't
Do
remember.
they call him like it's basically his name? It's like the prisoner or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't
And
remember.
yeah, he's really like creepy. And cool.
He's
I do
creepy.
really
I don't
like
know
him.
if he's the best.
Because there's
though.
that awesome scene where he like talks about how he chewed off his hands because like of the cold and all that, and then he chewed off like
Yes.
fingers
Yeah.
because of like to get out of the coal mines, and then he tells the dude like chew off your fingers or
Yeah.
we're gonna kill you. And
I
the
do
dude
remember that scene.
He just can't do it.
he
and
is
so they-
actually a good villain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's actually. I was thinking about Jai Courtney. Exactly.
He's-
But yeah,
Mm.
Jai Courtney is just kind of more
Jack
like the
Reacher's
henchman.
kind of like 1 for 4.
Yeah.
So I would say that. I would say that this one's kind of James Bond.
James Bond does
James
have
Bond
good
does.
villains.
Mhm.
Consistently good villains in
Yes.
every movie.
Casino Royale. I'm gonna
Casino
say it.
Royale.
Yeah, he's a
Skyfall had a good villain.
Skyfall had a very
Because
good villain.
It was like a
Yeah.
Joker type villain. Like kind of because he like
He's very unpredictable.
right. He was unpredictable and he just went his own way about things. He didn't really care about
Yeah.
the law or anything like that. So I would say James Bond has some
Yeah.
pretty good villains. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's number one.
I think
you
it's
could
number
dispute
I,
that.
I think we can vote.
I think
on
we
it.
agree. It's probably
I
number one.
think so. Jason Bourne has some good villains with.
Okay,
with
so
the-
he has like good like people that he fights, but the overall kind of like villains, which like the government and all that, I don't think they're like.
Yeah,
No,
the
I
villains
disagree with
I
you.
disagree. Most of the the government heads are pretty interesting because you got Chris Cooper in the first one, who's pretty like despicable. Brian Cox, who's kind of tormented and then kills himself. Well, spoiler
Yeah.
alert at the end of Bourne Supremacy.
Yeah.
think we're
Should have
fine.
seen it.
And
Yeah.
then you got Bourne Ultimate, you got David Strathairn. Jason Bourne, you got Tommy Lee Jones, who doesn't give his best.
Yeah.
But still, it's a pretty interesting bunch.
But in John Wick, we have the Russian dad and the Russian guy who kills his dog,
Theon Greyjoy.
Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah.
And then we have in 2 we have the Italian guy, which isn't like a top tier villain, but we have Common, who's like
common.
who is like goes toe to toe with him, and
Yeah.
we have Ruby Rose, who also is kind of like a
Is that the
the mute bodyguard
That's what I thought.
in that too. So I don't think we should discount John Wick. Just gonna
Yeah.
slide that in
No.
there.
Richard.
Well, to fight John Wick and go toe to toe, that means you have to be a pretty decent.
Obviously.
fighter. Obviously, he won 4 in toughness and 4 in weapon skills.
He's
So
a man, man.
he is the man. So
Okay,
second
so-
place for villain. We all established that James Bond is first place.
Yeah, James Bond's the only one.
So we're fighting for second place right now.
Right, second place. I mean, who do you think?
Me personally, I like Jason Bourne's villain because it seems like an endless wave of henchmen. I agree with Shelby.
Yeah.
Whereas Caleb said that. Like a nebulous they.
Yeah.
Character, like a character like the government. You don't really know who that is until really the last movie. And so they just like send out waves and waves of these henchmen, and he has to fight through all of them. I think that's a really good villain.
You swayed me. It's Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne. I really do think it's Jason Bourne. So third place would be John Wick.
I think it's John Wick, personally.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
there
think
were,
we go John Wick.
what was his name from the first one?
The main guy?
Yeah.
The Russian monster king guy? His actor was Michael Nyqvist, who actually recently passed away. I can't remember what his
either.
name, though, in the
Nikolai?
movie is. No.
But yeah,
Yeah,
he was very good though. And admittedly, you said the Italian guy, Anthony, I can't remember his last name.
Yeah.
He wasn't a top tier, but you kind of despised him a bit because we're just like Theon Greyjoy in the first John Wick, where you despised him. So they kind of just seem kind of cowardly.
He's like a scumbag. Like he,
Yeah.
So that's the guy. That's the guy at the end that. Spoiler for John Wick, like just
Chapter 2.
yeah. Say
That is
like,
a decent spoiler word. That movie came out like
yeah.
months ago.
Yeah, say like fast forward like 10 seconds. The guy who kills
hit the video and then we'll wave at you.
in the place. Yeah.
The hotel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's right.
All right. So Caleb admittedly
Yeah.
put Jack Reacher at the bottom
Yeah.
of the
Okay,
barrel.
so that's all of our categories, right?
That is all of our categories. So we'll be back in a minute. We'll add these up, and then we'll see you with our results after this. All right, we're back, guys, with the results. And these guys over here do not know them, so this is going to be a surprise to them, just like you.
I'm terrified.
You're terrified.
Oh, but
Rightly so. In last place,
Ooh.
we have Jack Reacher.
Yep. Saw it coming.
It was pretty inevitable. He was never first.
Yeah.
He was last 2 times, second to last
Yeah.
once, and he was second place twice.
Yeah.
He's a well-rounded
Mm-hmm.
guy, but I don't think he's definitely not the best in any category of the ones we picked.
What a good game.
Good game.
I just leave.
In third place, we have Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne, I think this doesn't portray him well. I think he's a different beast in his own.
Yeah.
He's a very quiet, very methodical guy.
Meticulous.
Meticulous is the word. But he does end with a score of 11, beating out Jack Reacher by 1 point.
Ooh.
Just 1 point away.
That was close.
That was really
that.
close. In
Another
third place,
landslide.
who do you all think got third place?
That was third place, wasn't it?
You mean
Yeah.
Second place.
Yeah.
Second place.
I think it's probably going to be James Bond.
What do you think?
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Toward the end.
Oh.
What do you think? I'm gonna say James Bond got first.
In second place, they all start with J. John Wick. John Wick got second place.
I remember when you were saying, "Oh, John Wick's gonna win overall."
I thought he was.
I thought he was.
I really thought he
that
was.
charisma
Yeah, it was-
really helped.
The charisma and the villains.
Charisma and the villains.
Oh yeah, those last two.
That's what put it over.
He won first place in 2 categories: toughness and weapon skills. He lost in hand-to-hand combat because he's really a equipment guy.
Right.
He really is. And charisma and villain, he both got second to last because he really is a quiet guy, but he really doesn't have any great villains. First place is the infamous James Bond. No matter what millennia, no matter what actor plays him, it's always going to be James Bond, in my opinion. He
I
stole
don't
my
know.
heart as a young age. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I think for the 20th century, it's going to be really interesting to see what that one is.
Right. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Have
to
they
see
announced who it was?
I don't think they
I
have.
know there was speculation for a bit.
There was Idris Elba. I know
Yeah.
was one.
Oh, Daniel Craig's gonna come back.
He is coming back.
Yep.
Okay.
For how many movies? Just this one?
I'm gonna guess just this one. I think he's gonna take it movie by movie now, and I think this is gonna be his last.
Oh, well,
one.
I was talking about like what the hero of the 20th century, the best acted hero of the 20th century could be.
Oh, last
That'd be
century.
interesting.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I don't know. That could be a different talk for another video.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
not
already
knockout.
have a really interesting pick.
All right.
Well, all right. I hope you're excited for that one. I'm gonna throw it back to Corey, our
Oh!
your host.
Oh no, you can't surprise me like that. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for this week, of course. But let's see. Friday we uploaded a movie review. Last Wednesday we started something new as well. Andrew is gonna upload. He uploaded
A gaming video.
A gaming video.
Fortnite review.
Right.
Fortnite's a new game. Go check that out if you missed it. It's a lot of fun, but there's some kinks in it that I explained in the video.
It's brand new. It's something we're doing, something we're trying out. But you should check that out.
I got it early, so y'all can check that out, and it's pretty early. So I played it 4 days before
Yeah.
the actual event.
So yeah, check that out. Watch all of our videos. Give us some likes. Give us some subscribe. Share to your friends, please. And but aside from that, I think we're gonna end it here. And good night, goodbye, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this video.